Hello everyone, this is teacher Rose for Language and Literature class M5/125, code 32101, week 7. The focus of our lesson this week is on vocabulary. We are going to talk about compound words. To start, we'll talk about some compound words with life. Compound nouns and adjectives with the word life. Words can combine to make new words. Can you think of any compound words with the word life? For example, we can make a compound word with life and style. When you put them together, you'll make a new word, which is a noun, lifestyle. I want you to pause the video and think of some other compound words with life. Can you add any words before and after life to make new words? Pause the video and write down your words that come to your mind. If you have already put down your words with life, now look at these words. These are some compound words with life. Did you write any of them? Did any of them come to your mind? For example, lifestyle, lifelong, life size, life expectancy, and life insurance. Which of these words are nouns and which of them are adjectives? For example, lifestyle. Is it a noun or adjective? Pause the video. Look these words up in your dictionary and try to find out what they mean. Now, let's check the parts of speech of these words and their meanings. The first word is lifestyle. It's a noun. It means the way in which a person or group lives. For example, a healthy lifestyle has many benefits. The second word is lifelong. This word is an adjective. It means lasting for the whole of a person's life. For example, she had a lifelong interest in science. Next word is life size. This word is an adjective. It means having the same size of a person or thing. For example, there was a life-size statue of an elephant in the zoo. Next word is life expectancy. This word is a noun, and it means the length of time that a human being is likely to live. For example, life expectancy in Europe increased greatly in the 20th century. The next word is life insurance. This is a compound word which is a noun. It means a system in which you make regular payments to an insurance company in exchange for a fixed amount of money that will be paid after you die to someone you chose. For example, she collected $50,000 on her husband's life insurance policies. Let's practice these compound words with life. Complete these sentences with compound words with life. These are the words that you should use in the sentences that you'll see in a very short time. Lifestyle, lifelong, life size, life expectancy, and life insurance. Do you remember if these words are nouns or adjectives? If not, watch the previous parts of the video to check. Number 1. It's a gap responsibility. It's a what responsibility? For this sentence, we need an adjective. So you can just cross out the nouns and decide between the words that are adjectives here. Make sure to write down your answers so you can check whether you're correct or wrong when we check later. Number 2. He's completely changed after he got married. He's something completely changed. Here you need a noun. Number 3. He decided to get up so his family would survive in case something happened to him. He decided to get a something, so you need a noun here. Number 4. The figures and statues in the museum are almost. And number 5. Japanese people have a very high. Make sure to write down your answers before you watch the rest of the video to check. Now, look at your answers and check with me. Number 1. It's a lifelong responsibility. Number 2. His lifestyle completely changed after he got married. Number 3. He decided to get a life insurance so his family would survive in case something happened to him. Number 4. The figures and statues in the museum are almost life-size. And the last one, Japanese people have a very high life expectancy. How many of your answers are correct? Now we are going to take a look at some more compound words, this time focusing on the words made with home or house. Compound words with home or house. Now that you know what compound words are, let's make more words with home or house. Can you think of any examples with these words? For example, you can say homework or housewife. Pause the video and write down your words. Take a look at this image here. You have the words home and house in a circle in the middle, and you have got some words around it, like work, made, coming, plant, town, bound, warming, grown, page, less, proud, sick, and wife. How many compounds can you make by combining the words in the circle with the words around it? Do you say homemade or housemate? Do you say homework or housework? Or are both correct? Write down your words before you watch the rest of the video. Don't forget to pause and write down your answers. Pause the video, write down your answers, and try to find what these compound words mean and if they are noun or adjective, before you watch the rest of the video. Okay, did you write down your compound words with home or house? Which one is a noun and which one is an adjective? What do they mean? If you answer these questions, you can watch the rest of the video to check your answers. Compounds with home or house. Let's check. The first word is homemade. Next one can be housework or homework. Both of them are correct. What about coming? Do we say homecoming or housecoming? The correct answer is homecoming. How about plant? Well, the correct answer is houseplant. I'm sure town was the easy one. With town, we should say hometown. After that, we have the word bound. The word is housebound. Then we have warming. The correct word is housewarming. Next is homegrown. And page is also an easy one. The answer is homepage. I'm sure less was easy too. The correct answer is homeless. About proud, let's see. The correct answer is house proud. Sick is easy. You should say homesick. After that, we have the word housewife. Okay, now we are going to check the meanings and parts of speech of these words with home or house. The first word is homemade. This word is an adjective. It means made at home rather than in a store or factory. For example, the cook brought in a fresh batch of homemade cakes. Next word is housework. This word is a noun. It means regular work done in housekeeping, such as cleaning, shopping, and cooking. For example, I was busy doing housework when the doorbell rang. Next word is homework. This word is a noun and it means schoolwork that a student is required to do at home, like the homework that you have to do online. For example, he had evidently done his homework before leaving the house. Next word is homecoming. This word is a noun and it means the fact of a person arriving home after being away for a long time. This word can be used in this sentence. For example, she spent most of the day preparing for her husband's homecoming. Next word is houseplant. It's a noun and it means a plant which is grown indoors. For example, will you water my house plants while I'm away? Next, we have hometown. This word is a noun. The town or city that a person is from, especially the one in which they were born and lived while they were young. For example, he was born in Miami, but he considers New York his hometown since he's lived there most of his life. Housebound is another compound word with house, and it is adjective. It means unable to leave your house, especially because you're ill or old. For example, she has been housebound since the accident. Housewarming is a compound word and it's a noun. It means a party that you give when you move into a new place, like a new apartment or a new house. For example, we are having a housewarming on Friday if you'd like to come. Homegrown is an adjective. It means from your own garden. For example, she brought me a basket of homegrown fruit. Homepage is a noun. It means the introductory page of a website. For example, you can see the list of contents on the homepage. The next compound word is a compound with home. It is homeless and it is an adjective. It means without a home and therefore typically living on the streets. For example, government needs to find accommodation for thousands of homeless families. The next compound word is a word with house and it is house proud. This word is an adjective. It means very worried about your house being completely clean and tidy and spending a lot of time making it so. For example, I used to tease her about being so house proud. Next, we have the word homesick. This word is an adjective and it means unhappy because of being away from home for a long time. For example, as I read my mother's letter, I began to feel more and more homesick. And the last word is housewife. This word is a noun and it means a married woman who cares for her family and does housework and doesn't work outside. Actually, she doesn't have another job outside. For example, she's not the type of person to stay at home and be a housewife. Okay, now it's time to review and practice. You can here check your memory now. Review the meanings. Watch the previous parts of the video to learn and memorize the meanings of the compound words with life, house, and home. Then, watch the rest of the video to see how much you can remember. If you already reviewed the words and phrases with life, house, and home, you're ready to start the practice. Let's begin. From the words that we have already studied, which word means number 1, having the same size of a person or thing? Can you remember? Is it a compound word with life, house, or home? I can give you a hint. You need a word with life. The correct word is life size. Number 2, which word means the length of time that a human being is likely to live? The correct word is life expectancy. Remember, this word is used for the time that human beings live. For animals, we normally say lifespan. Number 3. Which word means lasting for the whole of a person's life? Very good. The correct word is lifelong. Number 4. Which word means without a home and therefore typically living on the streets? This is very easy. You got it right. Correct word is homeless. Next one. Which word means unable to leave your house, especially because you are ill or old? The correct word is housebound. Did you get it right? Number 6. Which word means the fact of a person arriving home after being away for a long time? This is very easy. I'm sure your answer is correct. The correct answer is homecoming. Number 7. Which word means a party that you give when you move into a new home? The correct answer is housewarming. Number 8. Which word means from your own garden? The correct answer is homegrown. And the last question, number 9. Which word means very worried about your house being completely clean and tidy and spending a lot of time making it so? The answer is house proud. How many of your answers were correct? Did you get all of them correct? Or did you make any mistakes? Let's do some more exercises. These exercises are coming from your student book, page 12. Exercises with home and house. You have 8 sentences here, and there are some gaps that you need to fill them with compound words that we studied using home or house. You have a list of the words here, but you do not need to use all of them to answer these questions. Please pause the video and write your answers in your book. As I said, this exercise is coming from your student book, page 12. Write down your answers. I will check your books later, but you'll check your answers in this video. If you have answered all the sentences, now let's check. As I said, these exercises are coming from your student book, page 12. If you have written your answers, let's check. Number 1, I'm going away for 2 weeks. Do you think you could possibly water my houseplant? Number 2, don't worry. I know how you are. I will make sure your flat stays clean and tidy. The answer is house proud. Number 3, let's give her a spectacular party when she gets back from New York. The answer is homecoming. Number 4, me, I'm just 4 kids, cakes, and vegetables. You need 3 words here. The correct answers are I'm just a housewife, 4 kids, homemade cakes, and homegrown vegetables. Number 5. We are having a party on the 12th. Can you come? I'll give you our address. The correct answer is housewarming. Because she says, I will give you our new address, it means they have just moved to a new place. That's why they are having a housewarming party. Number 6. The drag is, with it being much bigger, there is much more. Number 6 is actually related to the previous number. It means the bad thing or the negative thing about the new house, that it is much bigger. So when the house is too big, what is there to do? Number 6, there is much more housework to do. Number 7, poor boy. I never thought he'd feel so homesick. And number 8, her grandma's sick, and so they have to go and help. Her grandmother is old, she is sick, and she's probably, the correct answer is, housebound. So they have to go there to help her. How many of your answers are correct? Make sure to correct your answers if there were any mistakes in your book. We have more compound words, but these words are from your workbook, page 8. Workbook, page 8. Look at this image. In each number, you have got a gap and 3 words. For example, in number 1, you have a gap and the words test, pressure, and donor. You have to put 1 word in each gap. This word should be suitable to make compound words with all of them. Compound nouns. Write 1 word to make 3 compound nouns in each number. Do this in your workbook. Take a photo and insert it in the document that I provided for you in the assignment section of your Google Classroom. For number 1, we will do this as an example. The correct answer is blood. We can say blood test, blood pressure, and blood donor. Do the rest. Don't forget to write your answers in your workbook, take a photo, and insert this image in the Google Classroom as your assignment. Next exercise in workbook, page 8. This is the exercise that you should do next. This is about house and home idioms. You've got 6 idioms here. For example, number 1, they get on like a house on fire. Get on like a house on fire is an idiom, and you should say which one is the correct meaning for this idiom. A, they have a very good relationship, or B, they are always arguing. Do this part in your workbook. Pick the correct definition for each idiom and you can use your dictionary. Do this in your workbook. Take a photo and insert it in the document that I provided for you in the assignment section of your Google Classroom. And the last exercise in your workbook, page 8. You've got 6 sentences here, and you should complete them with the idioms that you did in the previous part in your workbook. House and home idioms. In number 2, complete the conversations with the idioms from exercise 1 in the correct form. Use your dictionary if necessary. Like the previous exercises, do this in your workbook, take a photo, insert it in a document that I provided for you in the assignment section of your Google Classroom.